just a different brand. This one costs less and does a little bit more. But really, it's just a different brand. Alright, so we are using substitution because we have a variable by itself. Now, if 6x was over here, we would use elimination. If they were both solved for y, we would use graphing. But since we have y by itself, we're going to start with substitution. Now, do we know what y equals? Yes, 6x minus 11. Awesome. So I want you to underline this y, and I want you to put a box around what y equals. Now, we're going to plug this in for y right here. Does everybody understand so far? So we are literally taking what y equals and we're putting it right here. So how would we rewrite that? Who thinks they can tell me? Allie! Saw your hand up first. Wait, I can't write as fast as you. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic job. Do we agree or disagree?
Agree.
I think she did awesome and we should agree. All she did was she replaced y with what? Where's the water from? Okay. Can you write now? Okay. So we're replacing y with what y equals, which is 6x minus 11. Now, how do we get rid of parentheses? Distribute. So let's distribute that 3. Alright, so we have negative 2x. What's negative 3 times 6x? Negative 18x. And what's negative 3 times negative 11? Also, Jordan, was your birthday yesterday? Happy belated birthday. You should have told me yesterday. You'd be like, it's my birthday. I had it on the calendar and everything, and I'm just a dum-dum. Sorry. Love you. Happy birthday. I'm sorry. Alright, now, what do we do from here? Nope. Combine like terms. Alright, so we have negative 2 minus 18. What does that give us?
Negative 2.
Now, what do we do? Subtract what? Remember, Manny, we have to have like terms. I know you were gone for 2 days, but you should remember that. We missed you terribly. Do you feel better? Good. Alright, what's negative 7 minus 33?
Negative 40.
Good. And what do we do from here? So what does x equal? 2. Does everybody understand? Are we together? Allie, are you dropping your signs again? Are you dropping your signs again? Stop doing it. Do you see how we got positive 2? Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this 2 and we're going to find y. Now, does it matter where we plug it in? No. But this one already has y by itself, so wouldn't it be much more fun to plug it in here? Are you alive?
That's happening.
That's not what I asked you. Okay. Alright, now, who can help me plug in for y? Or, I'm sorry, plug in for x to find y. Okay, tell me what to do.
Y.
Where'd you get that 2 from? Where'd you get that 2 from, girl? From x, from what we just found, right? Okay, finish it for me. C, good. Alright, what's 6 times 2? And what's 12 minus 11? 1. So what's our answer, y'all? 2. It's not over anything because we're not a cow. 2 comma 1. Boom.
Is there a specific way to say that? Because I don't just like
2, 1.
Like, just doesn't.
Your ordered pair is 2, 1. Yeah, that's all you do. Now, I have a question. Who can tell me again why we chose to use substitution first and not any of the other methods? Yes, y was by itself. Awesome. So we looked at our system. We said this y is by itself, so we're going to use substitution first. Now what I want you to think about is, 1, we're using the same system over and over, but we're solving it 3 different ways. So should we get the same answer? Yes. So that's how we're going to be able to check it. We're going to get 2, 1 every time.
This is what I had a question about.
Okay, yes.
Elimination. The part where you multiply and get the. I'm so confused. I know you explained it to me, but I'm so confused on how you get the number.
Okay, I'll try and explain it again. No worries. Thank you for letting me know. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use elimination next. I want to use elimination next. But who can tell me what kind of order they have to be in for us to be able to use elimination?
Oh, it has to be.
They have to line up, right? So our x's have to be on top of each other. Our y's have to be on top of each other. Is that what's happening right now? No. So this one is fine. But what do we need to do to this top equation? Not yet. And not necessarily flip it, though that is one way. So if I flipped it over, I would have 6x minus 11 equals y. My x's are lined up, but would my y's be lined up then?
I'm saying, like, put 2x, that equation on top.
Flip how we wrote them?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I did that, I would have... Alright, so LJ suggests that we flip how we write them. So I have 2x minus 3y equals negative 7. And y equals 6x minus 11. They're not lined up, but that was a good idea. I like that. CJ?
On the bottom one, add 2x to the other side. So.
And then our y's would be lined up, but there's another way that we could do it. Alexia, do you think you know? I don't know if I want to do that yet. Now, if I want to leave this guy the way he is, okay? I don't want to touch him. I don't want to move anything on him. What can I do to the top equation so that they're the same?
Subtract from it.
Subtract what?
6.
6x. Yes. Awesome. So we want to get them in standard form. And remember, that was the first way we learned how to graph. So we want to get our 6x over here with the y. So right here, under elimination, I want you to write y equals 6x minus 11. Now remember, we're trying to get this 6x over here with the y. So as LJ said, we're going to, and I think CJ was trying to say it too, we're going to subtract this 6x from both sides.
I knew that's where I was going, but I was thinking the words out.
Hey, that's okay. Alright, so then we have negative 6x plus y equals negative 11. Now, why did I not combine negative 6x and y? They're not like terms. Awesome. Are we ready for the next step? Alright, this was step 1. Step 2, I want you to line up both of your equations now. So we have negative 6x plus y equals negative 11. And our other equation from up here, we're pulling this one down. Negative 2x minus 3y equals negative 7. Now, Allie, do you want to eliminate the x or the y? The x. The x? Okay, now, Allie, if we eliminate x, what are we going to have to turn this 2 into so that it matches that 6? We're going to have to turn it into a 6. And what could we multiply by? 3. Now, LJ, you were saying you got confused on where we get that multiply number from, right? So we get it because we want to turn this number into this number. And the only way we can turn 2 into 6 is to multiply it by 3 in this situation. Okay? So we're going to multiply everything by 3. Because we're trying to turn 2 into 6. So at the bottom, if you want to write like turn 2 into 6, you can do that. Alright, now, are we multiplying all of the things by 3 or just one of the things? All of the things. Alright, what's 3 times
21.
negative 2x? But what's 3 times negative 2x?
Oh, dang it.
Negative 6x. What's 3 times negative 3y?
I just want to answer mine.
Alright, and what's 3 times...
21.
Okay, negative 21. What do I do with that top equation? Do I bring him over? Yes. Mackenzie, are you with me over there, babe? Okay. Ma'am? Okay. I just don't want you to be confused. Alright, so step 1, we turned it into standard form. Step 2, we lined them up and we multiplied by 3 so that we could turn the 2 into 6. Do you have a question? Okay. And then step 3, we're either going to add or subtract to eliminate those x's. Now, cover everything else up. Are we going to add or subtract?
Okay.
Subtract, because they have the same sign. That's okay. You're getting excited. Alright, so negative 6x minus negative 6x. There we go. Cancels. That's a lot of words. And then 1y minus a negative 9y is what? What, y'all? It's 1 minus a
10y.
negative. It's 10y, yes. It's 1 minus a negative. 2 negatives make a. Alright. Negative 11 minus a negative 21.
10. Negative 10.
Positive 10.
Oh.
Look at you go. Alright, what should we do? Wait, before we say anything else, does everybody see where we got the 10s from? Alright, Manny does not see where we got the 10s from. Nope, you said no. So we do 1 minus a negative 9, and 2 negatives mean you add, so 1 plus 9 is 10.
Maybe you just wasted our time.
Say your question to me again so I can understand. Because it has a 9 in front of the Y.
Oh, alright.
Okay. Alright, then Manny, from here we did negative 11 minus a negative 21. That means you add them together and you get 10. Are you good now? Okay, now what do we do to get Y?
Divide.
Divide by what?
10.
And what does Y equal?
1.
1. Good job. Not you.
Oh, good.
No.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, hold up.
The top.
We got to plug it into the top. Yes. Now, does it really matter where we plug it in?
Yes.
No. Not
I'd rather it be
elimination.
on top. I'd rather it be on top.
Okay, calm down. Alright, so D'Angelo, since you want to plug it into the top one, can you help me rewrite it so that we know what we're plugging in and where? Are we plugging in 1 for Y or for X, y'all?
Why?
For Y. Why are we plugging in for Y?
Because it's Y.
Because it says Y equals. Alright, so tell me how I'll plug it in.
Alright.
I'm ready. You may cover everything up?
6x plus y.
Nah.
No, plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Equals negative 11.
Yes, fantastic. Now, why did we replace Y with the 1? Because Y equals 1. What do we do from here? And what does x equal? 2. Now, earlier we said our answer was 2, 1. Is it 2, 1 again?
Yeah.
Did we do it right?
Yeah.
Woo! Hallelujah. How do we feel?
You feel great. Awful.
Why do you feel awful?
Because I'm lost.
You gotta do homework.
It is a review. We are not learning anything new. That's why y'all... Pardon? You failed. And so you have to take me again next year. Alright, so the first method we solved it with substitution because we had y by itself. Then we transformed it into elimination by putting this in standard form. We put our systems together and we multiplied by 3. We subtracted so we could get y. We plugged y in so that we could get 2 for 1, for x. Right? What's our final step? Graphing. Now, who can look at their notes and tell me what number 1 thing is in graphing? What the first step was that we had to look for in graphing? I love it when we rummage through our notes. When I see people looking.
Wait, you said what?
Look.
What's the question?
I want to know what the first step was in graphing. What it said you needed to do first.
Oh,
Label the line next time.
now you gotta,
Find the origin. I don't know.
oh, you gotta find, y.
What do you mean?
Or you gotta find out the, whatchamacallit, the, thing. That's not
You
right.
have to solve for y. Woo! You got to solve both systems for y. Both equations. Yes.
So,
At the end.
so when you,
At the very end.
so when you solve for y, what are you doing?
Solving for y.
But what does that mean?
I like your sass. Because it sounds like something I would ask you. So that's what you were trying to tell me?
Yes.
To get y?
Yes.
Alright, now I want us to rewrite our system right here. Now, do we have one of our equations already solved for y? Yes, the top one. So let's go ahead and graph that bad boy. Does anybody remember how... Do I need to give y'all a second? Do I need to pause? Okay, I'll pause. I get excited. Yeah.
You get excited to the point where you just go on
90 miles an hour.
yeah,
Yep.
like 1,000 miles an hour. You just go.
Are you ready to go?
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to graph this one in pink. Can anybody tell me how to graph that, Alexia?
No, sorry, you go down from
Alright, so you go down 11 because that minus 11 right here, that's your y-intercept and it's negative 11. Does anybody remember doing that? Allie, are you with me so far? Are you sure? Okay. Alright, then our next step, baby, is to what? Besides Alexia, who can tell me what to do from here? Up 6 and? Over where? Right 1. Yes. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right 1.
Wait, why right one?
Because 6 is a whole number and it's hanging out with an invisible 1.
Because you
Oh,
want to
I
say
thought you were
over.
gonna do like. Oh, that is okay.
Because it says there, won't let us say over.
Exactly. Over is not a mathematical operation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right 1. Make sure you have this written down because it's a test grade. You don't have your line graph. You have 2 dots pointed. Congratulations. We've got 4. Get it together over there with your curly hair. Acting like you just don't care. Wishing you were a Care Bear. Boom. Oh.
We only have one. Oh, LJ.
Now, tell me something. Tell me something good, y'all.
the.
嗯 um,
About the same thing.
嗯 um, 嗯 um, 嗯
Okay, now, is our second equation in slope-intercept form? No, it does not have y by itself. But can we get y by itself? Yes, because we know how to do that. Now, I need you to show me that you guys know how to do this, because second period just scared me and acted like they had never seen this before in their whole life. We add, that's what I'm talking about, guys. Add 2x. Now remember, we're trying to get y by itself, so we need to get everything away from that y, so we're going to move this over here. Manny, can I combine 2x and negative 7? Manny, can I combine 2x and negative 7?
Yes. What if you would have said yes again?
He did! Manny, can I combine an apple and an orange? And make it a orange? No, I can't. This is an apple, this is an orange. I can't put them together.
I was trying to do that for myself. And I actually felt like it might like kind of sense.
Pardon? Alright, now, who can tell... I cracked myself up. Who can tell me what to do next? Look at us. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Nah, I've been putting in work too.
Look at Manny.
No, look at the two people who said it.
Yes.
Okay, now, I have a question. Do I divide all of the things by negative 3 or one of the things?
Both.
All of the things.
Told you.
Does 3 go into 2 or is it a fraction? A fraction. So negative 2/3 x.
You cross multiply.
No.
Cross.
No.
What
Does
is it called?
3 go into 7?
What is it called?
We're dividing. No, so we write it as 7/3.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
What y'all talking about?
What did we just do? Did we cross?
We divided.
Cross the.
Yes.
Okay.
What you talking about, Willis? Alright, now, I'm going to graph this one, but this is an ugly y-intercept, isn't it?
Yes.
This is
I
a
hate
fraction. It's not going to be pretty. But can anybody tell me what 7/3 is as a decimal? What is 7 divided by 3?
2.
2.3. So that means that we're going to go up 2. I want everybody to go up 2, and then I want you to go up a baby bit more. A little bit more.
Yeah, I don't like this already.
I'm going to show you. It's going to be easy. Alright, and then it's going to be fine, guys. Everybody take a deep breath. Let it out. There we go. Alright. So our... What word am I looking for? Starts with an S. Thank you. Slope. Our slope is negative 2/3. So that means we're going to go down 2. And look, guys, look at where I'm going. I'm starting here where it's a baby bit above 2. And I'm going down at the same distance. Down 2, right 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to do it again. Down 2, right 1, 2, 3. Now, am I exactly on the line on either of those? No, I'm just a baby a bit above.
Yes. Baby a bit.
Yes.
That sounds kind of creepy.
And then you connect it, and boom, look, that crosses through 2, 1. And isn't our answer supposed to be 2, 1?
Yes.
So we did it right. Look at us go. Now, who can think of the reason why we're doing this, other than because Miss Asbury likes to torture you? What do you think the reason is we're doing it all 3 ways?
You like to make me go to sleep?
Do what, Alexia? Kinda for the test, but why would I want you to do all 3 ways in general?
So we could know.
So you can know. And also, what if I said pick whatever method you want? On this one, which one was easier? Substitution. And why was it easier? Because y was already by itself, right? But I wanted to show you all 3 ways so that you can tell me why this method was easier. Now remember, y'all didn't like substitution, did you?
I don't like it better.
Y'all, but wasn't substitution easier this time around? And why is Troy on his phone?
Troy is a stabbing barbarian.
Barbarian.
You mean my art style?
All right, turn this over.
Oh, you're right.
That's a bat.
I don't like
that. Y'all are so late.
All right, here we go.
But we get to
Now.
go soon.
You're gonna have to do homework.
Manny has
Now.
to do homework.
Tell me something, Tater Tot.
I need.
Looking at this system, and not Alexia, and not Jordan, and not Diamond,
And not D'Angelo.
and not Allie.
And not D'Angelo.
Who thinks they can tell me, and not CJ,
Really?
who thinks they can tell me what method we're going to use?
I'm
Nope.
done being good. I'm just gonna sit here and look
What
at you.
method? Which one? Elimination! Yes. Now, why would we use elimination first? Oh.
why lined up.
X and Y, are you telling her what to say?
Y'all just sit down.
X and Y are lined up. Now, we don't have a variable by itself, so we're not going to substitute. They're both not solved for Y, so we're not going to graph yet. We are going to eliminate. So, write these two in the second box, underneath elimination. Do not write it in the wrong box. I will count off. You will get the whole thing wrong. Write it underneath elimination. Did you just ask me why? Did everybody write it under elimination? Can I have my face back?
No.
Do you actually think about combat the same time?
No, I'm good.
Why do you have a scar? I think it's there was a girl in school that she'll get mad when you touch her, she'll punch you.
No.
Oh my god, I had a teacher that would curse at you.
When I was in kindergarten, I got like, you know, like one of those hard plastic, like little bitty giraffes. I got one of those thrown in my head.
When I was in 8th period, I did my math problems. Let's do this. All right, now,
The lady
which
did it.
letter are we going to eliminate? X or Y? X, because they're already the same, right? So we're going to get rid of that. Now,
I was about to mess up.
I said it 4 times, too.
I was about to mess up.
You add.
I'm glad that
Why would I add? They're different signs, so we're going to add. Woo, I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are getting this. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I think you should say in D'Angelo because I came in clutch.
I know. All right, we're going to add straight down. What's negative 4x plus 4x?
6Y.
What did I just ask you? Carla said what's negative 4x plus 4x? Thank you. All right, what's negative 2y plus 8y? Allie, 6y. All right, what's negative 12 plus negative 24? Let's see if I can remember how to say that in Spanish. Don't tell me.
Say what?
Negativo 36? Negativo 36? Woo! Ever, don't shake your head no at me. And Manny, shh. Alright, now what do I do from here? Divide by 6. And so what does y equal? Negative 6. Is everybody with me? How do you feel? Are we going to plug it into the top or bottom? It doesn't matter, does it? But does it matter what variable we plug it in for? Yes, you got to plug it in for y because it says y equals. All right?
Wait, what did you say before that?
Does it matter which one we plug it in for?
Yes.
Only because your opinion is we should plug it into the top. All right, plug it in without me. You're doing this part without me. You got to do some of it without. Show 'em. Yes, because it's a test grade. Troy, don't make me bubble you. I told Troy don't make me bubble him. I think he needs that. Find X, y'all. Rebecca, can you tell me what you did to get X? No, I want you to tell me what you did, baby.
Okay. I used the
plus 12. Okay. Yes. Awesome. So how do we write our answer?
6 negative 6.
Yes. Great job. Did anybody else get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Woo! Good job, guys. Breathe. All right, now what I want us to do is I want us to work together to set up one of these up top, one of these, and we're going to solve it for a variable so that we can substitute, and then you guys are going to substitute and graph without me tonight.
All of them?
Can you say that one more time?
She said that we're going to work together to solve one of these, either for X or Y, whichever one y'all want to do. And then you're going to substitute without me, and you're going to graph without me. Just this page. Which means you're going to have to solve both of these for Y without me. Okay?
What's homework?
Okay.
What's the homework?
Substituting and graphing.
On this?
Really that fun?
Okay. That's the homework?
Alright, now, do you guys want to solve the top equation or the bottom equation? Alright, the bottom. Do you want to solve it for X or for Y?
Why?
Well, if we solve the bottom one for Y, we're going to have a fraction. So you want to solve for X? Okay.
No. It's Y.
Whoa. Alright, so Manny has spoken. The Care Bear has spoken. And we're going to say 4X plus 8Y equals negative. He's grumpy. He's the no homework Care Bear.
I used to.
That's your grumpy? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to solve for X. Who can help me solve for X? No. Manny, tell me what to do.
You didn't put that face thing in front of it.
I don't have to do that yet. Subtract what?
8.
She helped you on that one.
Yeah.
Manny, can I combine 8Y and 24?
No.
Okay. So I write negative 8Y minus 24. Now, does everybody see why I subtracted 8Y before we go any further? Does anybody not see?
Of course.
Is that like an equal or minus?
Of course.
4X equals negative 8Y minus 24. Did you mean in between the 24 and the 8Y? Why would I have another equal sign?
That's what I thought it was.
Calm down, children. Can't have another one. Alright, so then what do I do from here? Divide by what?
Or both.
Manny, do I divide all of the things or one of the things?
All of them.
All of the things. So what is negative 8Y divided by 4? And what is negative 24 divided by 4? Negative 6. So our system is now, and remember we solved the bottom, so we're going to rewrite the top one. It's negative 4X minus 2Y equals negative 12. And X equals negative 2Y minus 6.
I messed up my face thing too.
So we have X that's by itself. We're going to take what X equals and we're going to plug it in up here. You're finishing this and graphing for homework. Just on this page. I don't want you to do anything else.
Bye.
You better do it before tomorrow.